This is Acepoppie, and we're back with Plague T421, Part 2. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, we've got 21 DNA points, and we're going to start using them, but we're getting more countries infected here. I'm really getting into this without announcing stuff here, but we are playing this plague virus game, and if you're just joining us, we're into part 2, and the virus is really really infecting. It's really moving along, so we want to transmit more. We're going to transmit through animals and through needles, and we're also, as soon as we get a few more DNA points, we're going to transmit through water and the air. And as you could see, there's a lot of arrows. Slowing down a little bit, but those arrows are helping transmit the disease. We pick up DNA points as we spread that. We just bursted a bubble, which is spreading the disease more into East Africa. Now we've got 15 DNA points, so we're going to go back and we're going to transmit via the air. So it'll evolve the disease more. And the air transmission upgrades lets avoid new air filters on airplanes, so it'll help spread between the countries even more, which is cool. And we're still picking up DNA points. Now, unfortunately, our disease is on the radar screens, and they're starting to develop a cure. So now it's a race against time. And we have to determine here if we're going to be able to defeat the world, or if the world is going to stamp us out. That we're spreading really good in Asia now and in the Americas. It's into America now, and it's into China, and it's into Japan, and we've got a lot of DNA points. Now we're going to pick up our abilities more. And if we look at if we look here at the symptoms, we're picking up symptoms here without even spending DNA points, which is kind of cool. Now, if we look at the world, at our data, now looking at healthy countries, so we have just as many infected countries as healthy countries. We haven't destroyed any countries yet, though. Picking up some more DNA points. Most of Africa is infected. A good part, well, Brazil's infected, and maybe another country. Yeah, Bolivia's infected as well. Getting into Indonesia, China. Okay, now let's see. Let's go over to transmission. Let's transmit via water now. So now, okay, it got into Madagascar, the largest island off East Africa. So if we look at transmission, now we're transmitting via birds, rats, mosquitoes, animals, needles, air, and water. So we got all the transmission capabilities going. There's a lot more things we could do, but we need more DNA points. And now Russia is finally infected. We're spreading more, and we're spreading into Canada, into India now. Okay, now Applesoft announced a new cure device to help. So we're up to 7% of a cure, but it's spreading pretty good now into Kazakhstan. And we've got some DNA points to work with. So let's see. Well, that'll help with bacteria, spreading with bacteria. 13. Okay, let's go over to transmission. Okay, we need a lot more points to help here. But we could get into symptoms now. And rash will help transmit more. And coughing will help. Yeah, we're going to have to wait till we get some more DNA. The arrows are still pretty strong, and we're still popping up. Now we're getting into Europe. And we're definitely getting into Russia. So if we check again, into Finland, Poland, 19 DNA points. We're into the Baltic states and Finland. Now our infection is infectious more than a common cold. So we've got some DNA points to work with, and let's work on some symptoms. And I think as we join the symptoms together, it makes it a lot more stronger. We're into Iceland. South Africa just shut down its airports. And we got a 10% cure rate. And the disease is spreading pretty good in Europe now. As you can see, Europe's getting pretty red. Ukraine. Okay. The USA. Now there's tumorous symptoms. And we're picking them up without even using DNA points. Wow, we just got a gang of points, so we're going to use them. Okay. Really pick up the symptoms now. 13% cure, and if we go to our chart, now it's placed on a watch list, so they're really going to start working on the cure. So if we look at our countries, there's only 3 healthy countries left. Everybody else is infected. So it's New Guinea, Greenland, and Sweden, and that's it. 14 DNA points. First that's in Central Asia. So now there's 121 million people. It's into Greenland now. We're spreading more. It's into New Guinea. Go to symptoms. No, that's it. And if we look at the world again, oops, go to data, summary. Sweden's the last country. Okay, now the blue dots means that that they're working on a cure. So we want to stamp out those blue dots as quickly as possible. Let's vomiting is increasing. Let's see if we could pick up our abilities here. Not yet, none on that one. We could do that. 16. Okay. Okay, New Zealand's trying to cure, so you have to watch them. Now they're up to 23%. Russia is getting infected pretty bad. We've got some. Okay, now we've connected all the symptoms together. That should really help us. Wow, we picked up 49 more points. Let's increase the water and the air. Now there's a 25% cure, so we're really up against it now. I don't know. Now our disease has killed more than the Black Death. And let's just see. Data. Okay, every country's infected, but we haven't destroyed any countries yet. Killed more than the Spanish flu. 30% cure rate. 31%. They're really picking up steam. They're working on it in South Africa. We just bursted their bubble. Now, Australia's starting to break down. So, if they've been working on a cure, once that it's killed more than smallpox now. And New Zealand's, there's buggers they're still trying to cure here. Okay, 15 points. What could we do? What could we do? Okay, Russia is completely infected now. New Guinea starts centralized corpse disposal. And New Zealand's really working on the cure big time. They're up to 44%. We might be in trouble. China is really in trouble. South Africa is using mass graves. 48% cure. I don't know. Okay. Trying everything I can to evolve the disease. 50% cure. They tried in Algeria. The cure, people are going back to New Zealand. China is in anarchy. That's a good thing. Okay, disease. Transmit. There are no healthy people left in the world. 53% cure. So, but there's sick people that are still trying to cure, and they're at 54%. And we're going to have to sign off for now, folks, but we will pick up the game very soon. This is acepoppie signing off for now. See you soon.